Hi, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I've just been really busy. I went in my pantry this morning. Actually, it's not really a pantry, it's a whole bedroom that we store our potatoes, onions, pumpkins, squash, and stuff like that over the winter. They tend to last pretty decent in there. We have had a few issues this winter so far. I don't really know why. Last year we had no problems, all in the same room, same temperature. But anyway, I went to get onions this morning and I saw that. Then I started digging through the bag and some of them were moldy. I didn't really find any like really soft, gross, gushy ones. But I'm gonna go through this entire bag, check them all out, look at them, and then dice and slice some for the freezer. I'm just gonna dump the onions out into this bowl so I can sort through them and not have to try to dig through the bag. I got these bags from an Amish produce auction. They came in pretty handy. I have a couple more of these full of onions hanging up in that room also. So these ones are the ones I'm going to cut up, and then I'm just going to set the ones I'm going to keep over there. I'm making sure to still leave paper on. I just wanted to get the moldy layer off. That is just dirt. And I'm just checking for firmness. I don't want any that are like that. They have a longer top. As long as it's dry, that's fine. I just don't want any moldy or ones that are growing. And if they're really soft, I don't want them then either. So this one, its flesh is sticking out from the paper, so I'm going to cut that one up. I'm just looking for any reason why it might not store for a while. Ooh, that's probably the one that started it all. And then these are all going to go in the compost. All of these ones are going to go back in the bag and get hung back up in that bedroom. We're gonna have stir fry tonight, so I'm actually gonna slice some of these and put them in the fridge. And then I'm going to dice the rest of them. I'm gonna put a bowl of diced in the fridge and then the rest in the freezer. All of my scraps from this are going to go to the chickens or the compost. Nothing is going to be thrown out. That's probably enough for tonight's stir fry, so the rest are gonna get diced to go in the freezer. I went through the rest of our stored onions and found a bunch more that needed to be diced up. So I have this whole pile right here that I have to dice. And then these ones are good. This was in a second bag. I checked the other two bags and they're both fine. Here is all the onions that I diced, minus what is in the fridge for dinner tonight. This is about 4 pounds. I weighed it, so now I'm just gonna put some more in a dish to put in the fridge to cook with throughout the week. And the rest are gonna go in a bag. Maybe even like 3 bags. There's a lot here. I have thought about dehydrating some, but I think I'm just gonna put them all in the freezer this time. Maybe next time I'll try to dehydrate some. I don't want the bags to be too full because then they bulge out too much. I would rather them lay more flat and just have less in them. I did end up buying a food saver machine this fall, but I'm not going to use it for these. 1, I'm out of bags, and 2, when I need onions and I just need a little amount, I can break it off and not have to open and rip open one of those bags. I definitely underestimated the amount of bags that I was going to need. I'm just putting what it is in the year. I really want to get as much air out of there as I can. And then I like to just move it all around so it's nice and flat, evenly spaced out. And the bag is nice and level. Then I usually stack them like this in the freezer on a shelf. When you're storing produce long term, like I'm trying to do with my onions, you want to go through them once in a while to pick out any of the bad ones. If there's a bad one in there for too long, it'll make the whole batch bad. This is actually the second time I went through my onions since we harvested them, and it's the beginning of December. And I was a little surprised to see that many bad ones, but this is really only my first year storing onions for this long. And every year it's a learning curve and learning process. But that's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys later.